Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video. I'm Xander, your host for this episode. I'm going to be reviewing it's going to be a shorter review. I'm going to be talking about the new pop prop culture show on, it's an exclusive TV series, kind of a documentary kind of series. It's about all these different movies, and it is exclusive to the streaming service Disney Plus. If you do not own Disney Plus, I'd highly recommend it. It is one of the best streaming services out there. You get the entire Disney Vault, you get Marvel, Star Wars, Simpsons, you know, all sorts of Lego stuff. You get lots of documentaries, movies, series. It is awesome. But today we're going to be talking about one specific episode. We're going to be doing one of these after next month. We're going to do a bunch of these, a week. We're going to talk about each episode. There's 8 episodes in this first season. And basically it's about a host named Dan Lanigan. He's a collector, and he collects all sorts of Disney things, whether it be, props, the scripts, physical things, whatever it may be. He collects them from all these different movies. I'll give you a couple examples of some of the movies that we own that are on the series. We do own The Nightmare Before Christmas. That is one of the episodes. We own 2 versions of that. We also own Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, which is also on there. And the original Tron, which we're going to be talking about today very briefly. It's going to be kind of a shorter episode. I don't want to spoil either the original Tron for you or much of the episode, but basically Dan Lanigan goes around the globe looking for artifacts from the original Tron, which is now 35 years old, 30 years old, somewhere around there. It came out in the 80s. It's an old movie, but basically tells the story of a computer hacker called Kevin Flynn. He's played by Jeff Bridges, and he's trying to get his work, published. He's trying to get his work, out there on the market. His video game kind of ideas. I want to spoil anything more because if I do, then I'm gonna talk about the movie for an hour. But Tron, the original Tron, ranks number 7 on my favorite movies list, and of course, I had to check this episode out. Now, 2 big deals about this episode. One, the original director, Steven Lisberger, does show up a lot in this episode. He's the director of the original film. Big deal for me to see him. And another big deal is Bruce Boxleitner. He plays, of course, Tron / Alan Bradley, the computer, engineer. And he shows up as well. Some of the original props are also, it's a big deal for me seeing Bruce Boxleitner again. But it's great to see him again in this episode. And anyway, some of the props shown in the episode include the famous frisbees, the identity discs. You got some of the helmets. You got the Flynn's arcade sign. You got the script for the movie. You got some other props like the what is it called? The launcher, the ball launcher from one of the games in the grid. I just love this movie. Of course, I will be talking about all of my favorite movies next month. But it's just great. You've got all these. Dan Lanigan is so passionate about the original Tron, which I love because I love to see positive reviews about the original Tron because it is one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And we do own the original Tron as well as Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy is mentioned quite a bit. You've got some props from there as well. But this mostly talking about the original film. It's just basically this whole show, prop culture, is just Dan Lanigan going around the world to different countries and different cities and towns and places like that. And he's just going and searching for different relics and different things from the past, different props from the different movies that he's researching and talking about. So that's basically it. I love the cameos by Bruce Boxleitner and Steven Lisberger. It's so great to see them and see their take on the film, 35, 30, 40 years later, which is really good. And it's just that, it's a great show. There's more episodes. I'll give you a couple more examples. The Muppets movie is also given an episode. Same with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So those are a couple more examples. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is another movie that's on there. I'm not going to spoil any more. But if you have Disney Plus, if you have an interest in movies, if you're obsessed with movies like I am, you've got to check out Prop Culture. It is one of the best series on Disney Plus in a while. And when I saw it, I got so excited, man. It's so great. And again, we own 3 of the films. So we own the original Tron, which we talked about, and Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, the first one, and The Nightmare Before Christmas as well. So those are the 3 we own out of all 8 of these movies. But I'd have to recommend checking them out. I've seen almost all of them. I'm probably going to plan to watch them, I'm probably going to see all the episodes. I can't wait for season 2. Hopefully there'll be some good episodes, and hopefully they do make a season 2. But that was my review of the original Tron movie. I think it's fantastic. The original, most aspects have held up today. You got the great actors of the 80s, so I love it. I love this episode. It was the first one that I watched, and I'm so satisfied. Although I do have a con with these episodes. They are about 30, 40 minutes each. I kind of wish they were more like an hour each so you could really get in depth about the props and stuff. But that's my only complaint. In season 2, if they are longer, that'd be fantastic. If not, that's fine. But those are my thoughts on the original Tron. I love it. I can't wait to talk about it next month. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. And go check Tron out. If you haven't seen the original Tron, it is an 80s movie. It came out in 1982. And it stars Jeff Bridges, Bruce Boxleitner, Cindy Morgan, and David Warner. So, yeah. And also, check out the episode of Tron on Prop Culture as well. By Dan Lanigan. He's a great host, great guy, and he knows his movies. So, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry if it was a bit short. That was my review of the original Tron episode from Prop Culture. So look forward to more of these. They're going to be the same as this, so they're going to be really short because they're going to talk about the movies in depth, further down the line. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you liked it. And we'll see you in the next video, guys. That was my review of Prop Culture, the Tron episode. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.